Welcome to Mysti-mystical stories.
Children's imagination or a guest from the other world. I was 5 years old. My cousin and I stayed overnight with our aunt and her husband. The time is coming to sleep. My sister and I made a bed on the sofa. Husband lay down at the other end of the room on a folding chair, and my aunt on the floor. Deep night, I wake up from the fact that I was pressed against the wall and my body was numb. The first thought, Aunt froze on the floor and moved to our sofa. I turn my head as far as the position allows, and with peripheral vision I notice that my sister is also pressed to the other side of the sofa. And there is emptiness between us, but I clearly feel the human silhouette somehow getting out of the trap, during which I understand that between us lies a tall man. Second thought. Aunt's young man for some reason came over to us, but I don't see him because it's very dark. I sat at the feet of this guy and cried from fatigue. My aunt immediately woke up. After listening to the reason for my crying, she instantly flies up to the switch, turns on the light, and the silhouette disappears. And the aunt's boyfriend slept on the armchair and sleeps. We even woke him up to clarify whether he had gone to bed with us, to which we received a negative answer. But even if it was him, there was no way he would have been able to lie back unnoticed. All windows and doors were locked, no one could get into the house either. I would again write it off as childhood fantasies of waking up, but my sister confirmed that she also woke up from the fact that she was crushed. But also thinking that it was her aunt, she fell asleep without thinking about the bag. The most interesting thing is that this happened 40 days after the suicide of my aunt's friend, who loved me and my sister very much, and kept joking that when we grow up he will marry us. We concluded that it was he who came to say goodbye. He then came to many in dreams. It's worth it. Imagine here. You went to bed at night on a soft bed, a light breeze is blowing, you think about how you will spend time with friends tomorrow. You are already falling asleep and you want to drink some water. You get out of bed and go to the kitchen for a drink, and you see a man in the hallway. You stand and look at Neg, and he looks at you. You wanted to scream, but the scream stuck in your throat. You quickly run into the room, close the door and look at him through the keyhole, but he stands still and does not move. So passes 1, 2, 3, 5 hours, but he did not even blink for all this time. You want him to disappear, but he never disappears, he still stands and does not move. You half asleep began to fall asleep, and you wake up. You go out to the kitchen to drink water, there is none. You drink water, you inhale clean air, and with relief you go into the room to continue sleeping. You turn around thinking, how good, that it was just a dream. You raise your head, and he is standing behind you and opening his mouth wide, Sweet dreams, to you my friend.
If you like this story, write in the comments. Subscribe so you don't miss the next story. She will be very soon.